Hello. Hello. Can you see Debbie, Miss? It's just you and me at the moment.
That's better. You can hear me now.
Now I can hear you. How'd you get on with your ultrasound?
I've never done it 10 to 2 tomorrow.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, well, that'll be good. How's it feeling today?
Well, it's still pretty sore, but I've worked out what I can and what I cannot do. I can do a downward dog.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll see how it goes. It's pretty sore.
How will you go? Will thread the needle help at all? Can you do that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Like, it's better than it was. I couldn't
Yeah.
have done it the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
All right. Well, just do what you can do and just have a rest or do something else.
It's better than nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just you and me at the moment, so we'll just give everyone else a few more minutes.
Hey, my account got hacked early hours of this morning, my IMB.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they contacted me at 5:15 to say.
Hello, Jenny.
Hello, Elsa.
Hey, Elsa.
Nice
Hi,
to see
darling.
you, girl.
I sent you. Yeah, I hope I can do it today and not go to sleep.
Well, it's all right if you go to sleep. It means you're relaxed.
No, it means that I'm exhausted.
Oh, Penny's there too. Hello, Penny.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
Good, thanks. Let me just I'll get you on a gallery view so I can see you all. Oh, that's great. Oh, did you? Oh, well, that's good. It's always nice to read books. Well, so we've got 5 minutes. Let's just get organised, get yourself comfortable, make sure your room's nice and warm.
No, it's freezing.
I know.
It's not that warm. Have you got the heater on?
I've got the heater on. Yeah. Yeah. And how's everybody's body today? How's your body, Penny?
Oh, it's okay. It's just a bit cold. I've got my track pants on. I think it's too cold to put my leggings on.
Okay. And what about you, Elsa? How's your body feeling?
Pretty tired and weak and all that, but getting back to normal slowly.
Good. That's good to hear. I was nearly going to bring you some more soup this weekend, but it didn't turn out very nice.
Oh, I can't imagine it.
Yeah, I took my after ball and it was pea and ham soup, and I think it caught a little bit and it tasted like a bit smoky, but a bit too smoky.
Oh, I will attribute it to some smoky ham or something.
Yeah. It's a bit more than that. Anyway, that happens. Never mind. Yeah. Well, what I might do is put you all on mute, and then we can get started.
Hello.
Hello, Gilda. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
I'll just put you on mute. We're going to just about get started.
Yeah, I just got home. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Can everybody see and hear? Just give me the beautiful, excellent. Okay. Let's get nice and comfortable. We're going to start off in a seated position. So we're going to work on strength today. So we're going to just think about strength, and by strengthening your body, you're strengthening your mind. And as you work through the practice, go at your own pace. You can always go into a child's pose or a savasana to have a little rest at any time. And as we go through, let's thinking about, as we inhale, we're inhaling joy, and then we exhale love. So just thinking about that as you go through your practice, remembering that yoga is a journey, and it's no competition, no expectations. It's not a miracle drug. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's a journey. And the more that you stick with it, the more benefits that you will feel. Bringing your hands onto your knees and lifting your spine, softening your eyes, and just come back to your breath. Arrive in your room, noticing the rise and fall in your breath, and the rise and fall in your chest. It's coming into your yoga space, letting go of all the busyness from your morning. Thank you all for being here and sharing your time. Noticing how you're feeling in your body and noticing your mind. Coming back to your breath. Just giving your shoulders a little roll through. And make the circles a little bit bigger and bigger. Just inhaling and exhaling as you do it. Inhaling joy and exhaling love. And then take it back the other way. So starting with big circles and slowly, slowly smaller circles. And then coming down back to just moving your shoulders. It's taking our hands to the right side, left hand onto the right knee, right hand behind, going to a little twist onto the right side, lifting up through the spine, taking a few breaths here. And then coming to the other side. And next inhalation, coming back to the middle. And then we're going to go to our tabletop position. Opening out your palms, having your knees underneath your hips. As we inhale, dropping the belly button towards the earth and lifting up through the chest. And as you exhale, come up into cat pose, lifting your belly button up towards the ceiling, stretching out through the shoulders and the neck. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Inhaling joy and exhaling love. Turning your fingertips inwards and gently circling the body. Just going in one direction. And then into the other direction. And turning your fingertips back towards you. If you can do it one at a time or both together. So we spend a lot of time using our hands and our fingers on computers and phones. Good to stretch out the wrists and the tendons. And then facing the fingertips forward again. Taking a big deep breath in and breathing out as you lift up through the hips and coming into your first downward dog, walking your heels down towards the mat. Just taking some deep breaths here, stretching out through the back and the legs. And then bringing your knees back to the mat. And we're going to stretch out our shoulders a little bit with thread the needle. Bringing the right hand underneath you. Inhale, lift up the left arm, looking up towards the arm. And exhale, thread it underneath and hover it. Inhale, come back up again, twisting through the chest and the upper back. And exhale, threading it under, moving with your breath. Inhale. And then on your next exhalation, bringing your upper arm and your ear down towards the mat, sliding the right hand forward. Taking a few breaths here, stretching out through the left scapula. One more breath. And as you inhale, bring your left hand back up to the mat, slide the right hand back underneath you, and we'll take it to the right side. So opening up through the right hand, lifting it up, raising your gaze to the hand, and exhale, threading it under the left. Inhale as you come back up, twisting through the chest and the upper back. Exhale, bring it underneath the left and hover. And then inhale all the way back up again. And exhale, bring your upper arm and your ear down towards the mat and slide the left hand forward. Taking a few breaths here, feeling the stretch through the right scapula. Just taking a few breaths. And then inhaling, coming up to tabletop. And we're going to take our knees a little wider and bring our forehead down to the mat and slide our elbows forward. Bring our forehead down towards the mat. And we're going to put our palms together and lift our wrists up. So we've got like a little fin, like a shark. So we're going to stretch here, stretching out through the shoulders. Taking some deep breaths. So it's a child's pose with the shark fin. So let's just take some deep breaths here, stretching the shoulders. Relaxing into your breath. And then release your hands. And coming up to your knees, we're going to start on our strength now. So I'm going to start off with it's like a push-up position. And we're going to inhale and exhale, bring ourselves down to halfway. And then come back up again. Inhale as you slowly come down to halfway. And exhale, come back up. That's it. Nice and strong with your breath. Let's do 2 more. Inhale as you lower down and exhale as you come up. You might just go a little way. It's up to you. And then bring the front of your body down to the mat. Bring your hands behind your back. Clasp them. And we're going to inhale, lift up through the chest. Squeeze our buttocks and push the top of our feet towards the mat. So we're stretching our shoulders, squeezing our bottoms. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then releasing the hands and pushing back up into downward dog. Tucking your toes under and bringing your hips up to the sky. Just taking some deep breaths here, stretching out the body. And then walking the toes up towards the hands into a forward bend. Bring your body close to your legs. Coming back to your breath. And on the next inhalation, bringing your body up nice and tall, up into mountain pose. And bring your hands back to heart center. From here, we're going to go into goddess pose. So taking your feet a little wider than your hips. And we're going to come down, keeping our chest up nice and tall, toes pointing out. And we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to come down a little lower. Inhale, come up a little. Exhale, down a little lower. Keeping the chest nice and high. Nice work, everybody. We're going to bring our hands into cactus. And we're going to inhale, open our elbows back, squeezing our shoulder blades. And exhale, bring our arms and elbows together. Inhale out. And exhale together. Let's go a couple more. Really squeezing those elbows together. And then squeeze the shoulders. And then bring your hands back to heart center and come up to standing. And stretch up forward. And then as you exhale, walk your feet a little wider and come down into a forward bend. Bring your hands onto the mat in between your feet and bring the crown of your head pointed down towards the earth. And take some deep breaths here. Just resting, getting your breath back to normal. Coming back to our theme of strength. Inhaling joy and exhaling love. And then heel toe your feet a little closer together and come back up to standing. From here, we're going to go into Uttanasana, which is a chair pose. So we've got we're going to bend our, go side, it might be better. So we're going to inhale as we slowly fall down, bring your arms out. Now, for you, Deb, that might be better like this. That's it, yeah. For everyone else, arms out like this. And taking some deep breaths here. Just coming down a little lower. Just feeling the strength through the knees, through the quads, lifting the chest up nice and tall. And taking our arms up high, or we can come out to cactus. Taking a couple more breaths here. And then inhale, come up to standing, stretching up nice and tall. Imagine you've got a beach ball between your hands, stretching up nice and tall. We're going to go to a one-leg mountain pose next. So with this one, opening up the right toes and getting a nice good grip on the ground. And we're going to bring out, Deb can bring your hands to your chest, and everyone else can bring your hands up or to cactus. And we're going to lift up the left knee and then bring it down, lifting it up and bringing it down. So it's all about building balance and also strength. That's it. You might be able to hold it up a little longer. That's it. Keeping the chest up nice and tall. Keeping your breath nice and even. That's it, just bringing it up and lowering it down. And let's go one more, all the way up and all the way down. Give that a nice stretch. And then we're going to bring our hands behind us, our feet about hip width apart, and we're going to bring our body forward, lifting our arms up, bringing your chest down towards your legs, stretching it out, taking some deep breaths here. And then releasing your hands. Inhale, come back up to mountain pose. Bring your hands back to heart center. And we'll go to the other side. Opening up the toes on your left foot. Coming into cactus, or Debbie, you can have your hands on your chest. We're going to inhale, lift our right foot up, bending our knee, and exhale, bring it down. All the way up and down. Finding yourself a nice drishti point. Helping you with your balance. Strengthening through the left side of the legs, left side of the body. Lifting the chest up nice and high. Nice and slow. Let's go one more. Nice work. And then we'll bring our hands back behind us again. As we exhale, fold forward and bring the hands up. Bringing the crown of the head, pointing it down towards the earth, and taking some deep breaths here. And then releasing your hands and coming down to the floor. We're going to come into a seated position with our knees bent and our heels on the floor. And we're going to inhale as we come down slightly. and exhale as we come up. So inhale down and exhale up. Just go to where it's comfortable for you. Keeping your chest nice and tall. Keep it nice and strong. Facing forward, just keeping it nice and controlled. Let's go 2 more. And then hugging your knees to your chest. You might like to roll down onto your back, bringing your upper back and your head to the floor. Just rocking from side to side. And then bring your feet down to the floor. Take your arms straight out from your shoulders or into cactus. Drop both knees to the right side and look to the left. Take a couple of breaths here, stretching out through the left side of the body. And then inhale, bring the knees to the center. Exhale, take the knees to the left, look to the right. And then coming back up to seated position. And reaching forward, reaching down towards your toes. You don't have to touch your toes, but you can just reach forward, keeping your gaze at your toes. You might reach onto your ankles or your shins. Taking some breaths here. Connecting with the stretch down the back of your legs and your lower back. And then releasing your hands, coming back up onto your sit bones, nice tall spine. Bend your left knee and bring your left sole of your foot against your right leg. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold forward, bring your hands down towards your right foot or your right ankle or shin. Take your gaze to the right toes. And take a few breaths here, flexing the foot. If you find one knee's up in the air a little bit, you can put your block under it to support it. And then release. And take the left foot forward and bend the right knee. Bring the right foot next to the left leg. Come up onto your sit bones, nice tall spine. Inhale, lift up your arms, stretch up tall, and exhale, fold forward. And if you feel that your right knee is up high, you can place something under it just to give you a little bit of support. Notice how one side feels compared to the other. And taking some breaths here. Gazing towards the left toes, flexing the left foot. And then inhale, come back up. And bring both legs forward, up onto your sit bones again, nice tall spine. Inhale as you stretch your arms up towards the sky, and exhale, fold forward, coming back down to a forward, seated forward bend. Have your eyes towards your toes and relaxing your shoulders, feeling the deep stretch down the back of your legs and your lower back. Gazing towards your toes. Let's take a couple of breaths here. And then release your hands and coming back onto your back with your Soles of your feet together, so your knees are out like a butterfly. Lower your back down to the mat. Bring your heels towards your buttocks a little bit and coming into a butterfly pose on your back, placing your hands on your inner thighs and pressing your thighs down a little bit so you get a nice stretch through the groin. Coming back to your breath as you're breathing in joy and breathing out love. Big breath in and breathing out through the mouth. Bring your knees together and then lift left foot up and cross it across the front of the right leg, lifting the right foot off the ground and reaching through the hole in your legs and drawing that right leg towards your chest, feeling the stretch through the left glute and left ITB. Just coming back to your breath, softening your eyes, surrendering into the stretch. This is a reverse pigeon pose. And then release your hands, allow the right foot to come down to the ground and uncross your legs and cross them on the other side. Lifting up the right foot and bringing the right leg across the front of the left, reaching through and drawing the knees towards the chest. Allowing your upper back and head to rest on the mat. And taking some breaths here. Surrendering into the stretch. Coming back to stillness. And then releasing your hands, uncross your legs and hug both knees to the chest. And then reaching through in between the knees towards the outside edge of the feet and lift the feet up towards the ceiling into happy baby. Flattening the lower back into the mat, stretching out the lower back. Coming back to the breath. Softening your eyes. And then releasing your hands, allowing your feet to come down to the mat, knees bent. And we're going to slide our heels towards our buttocks and inhale, lift up through the hips, coming up into bridge pose. So you can leave your hands on the mat, or as you inhale, you can bring your hands over the top of your head to the mat behind you. Squeezing the buttocks, bringing the chest up towards the chin. And as you exhale, slowly lowering your spine down to the mat like a light chain and bring your hands back down to the mat. Shuffle your heels a little closer to your buttocks. Inhale, coming up. And continue on with your own breath in your own time, really lifting up the hips towards the ceiling. And exhale, bringing everything back down again. As you inhale, lift up. Pushing through the heels, and as you exhale, slowly lower it down. Releasing any tension you might have in the shoulders, squeezing up through the buttocks, pushing through the heels. Let's go 2 more rounds. And then bringing your hands back down to the mat. And from here, we're going to go into our legs up pose. So you can go into shoulder stand or take your legs up next to the wall or bed, whatever you have in the room. or you can place a block or a bolster underneath your lower back and lift your legs up into a supported legs up. Nice, relaxed, loose ankles. Let them circle, just moving them around, connecting back to the breath. You might like to take your feet out nice and wide. Softening your eyes. Bringing the feet back together and then take the knees wide into a butterfly inversion. Inhaling joy and exhaling love. Lifting your feet up tall again. You might like to bring the feet over your head a little, stretching out. Just take a few more breaths in this inversion. Reflecting on all the good strength work you've done in your practice today. And then as you inhale, slowly lowering your legs back down into the mat, coming into Savasana. You might like to put an eye pillow over your eyes. You can have your knees supported with a bolster if you wish to support your lower back. And just let your toes fall out to the side, palms facing up, and relaxing into Savasana. Coming back to your breathing. Spending the next 4 or 5 minutes enjoying the benefits of your yoga practice and all the energy that you've cultivated. Bringing stillness to your mind. Noticing how your body's feeling. And notice how your mind is. Reflecting back on how you felt at the beginning of the practice. Remembering that yoga is a journey. The more you stick with it, the more benefits that you'll feel. In stillness, you touch your inner strength. As you start to come back into the room, wiggling your fingers and toes, be aware of the earth underneath you supporting your practice. Be aware of the sounds inside the room and the sounds outside the room. Stretching out your toes and your fingers. Slowly rolling to one side. And coming into a comfortable seated position. Bringing our hands to our heart and then to our forehead for kind thoughts, to our lips for kind words, and to our heart for a kind heart. Namaste. Thank you for your beautiful yoga practice today. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed it.